Welcome. This is Gaming with Magus. I am Magus. And tonight we're doing Starfield on a Monday. I know it's kind of weird, but we had to change things up. We have a new game in town, and I was taking a look at when people watch these streams, and it appears as though they like this on a Monday on Twitch. Now, I am doing a multi stream right now. I have it going on Kick, I have it going on YouTube, and I have it going on Twitch, and I believe I have it going on Rumble as well, but it's hard for me to tell. So, we will see how this goes this evening in this regard. By the way, let me hit things up. 67 followers on Twitch. If you're over there, please give me a follow. I greatly appreciate that. Come on in, talk and whatnot. Kick, fresh, new. If you're following me on Kick and you found me, hey, give me a follow. I'm gonna be streaming a lot. I'm gonna make sure this is a thing. I already have 2 viewers on Kick. That's crazy. Oh, if you haven't been here before, you want yourself a controller. This game calls out for it. The key thing that helps with this is the D-pad for switching weapons, which is super helpful, but not crucial. What's crucial is this. Trying to use WDS on the keyboard and mouse for walking with the whole oxygen thing is a nightmare. This, you have a little bit of fine control, and you don't have to come to a complete stop. Get a 360 controller. Heck, you could probably use a Nintendo Switch Pro controller and use a Bluetooth adapter, to be honest. But this game does at least allow you to switch flawlessly between the two. No hitch. Just like back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. No problem. So, let me activate it. I will point out the cool thing about the 360 controller, two AA's, this thing has lasted like a super long time on just 2 batteries. And I will say it's got rumble and stuff. Like, you're not missing anything, to be honest. It's got, you know, analog triggers. I mean, and it's comfortable. Like, I haven't got a 360 or not 360 Series X controller to do a comparison between this, but I know these are hard to find because they don't make them anymore. No one can see what you're talking about. Really? Well, don't worry. You haven't missed anything because guess what? I'm just sleeping. I'm literally just sleeping. It's okay. Thank you though, chat. I appreciate that. Hey, yeah, hi, yeah. Ah, again, better now than later. All right. So I think we can just go. Hey, Vasco, how you doing, buddy? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there's meter. If you look to the left, it's got a white meter, and I'm going to show you here in a second. Oh, hey, Andrea. She's one of our shipmates here. Um, when you run this game, what would I do? I'd probably not have a very entertaining video for my peoples. So see how it goes down? Once that disappears, like that. Ooh, it's blurry. It's a feature. Then once the red stuff gets all the way to the other mark, halfway, oh, now you start losing health. I hate this feature. You can control it a little bit better. So if on the controller you just tap it ever so slightly, you can still move. I'm still moving incredibly slow. On the keyboard and mouse, it's either on or off. There is no in between. There's another key. Yes, I know. But it's not intuitive. And yeah, no. I didn't have that problem with Cyberpunk. So, where do I need to meet this person? Okay. She must be inside here. So, You trying to tell me something, Vasco? Or are you secretly on their payroll? Was she up on top or something? Maybe she's up on top. Are you now? Are you proud? All right. All right. All right. Where's she at? Where's she at? Oh, there she is. Okay. Cool. 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 Yeah. Generally. Staying out of it? No, I go looking for it. Okay. If you haven't been in this, there's one point that Bethesda's very good at. Their dialogue is amazing. If you see some of my shorts on this game, it's hilarious. All right. Staying out of it, no, I go looking for it. I could ask you the same thing. Now that you're not asking for me to get into trouble, I'm doing just fine. No, we're going to do the first one. Good. Yes. Well, if you can help him do a better job, you're not trying to replace him. You're trying to help him not have to work as hard, which is important because if they get a large like thing of Asta going on, that's going to be a problem. I can't hear the game now. You can't hear the game. Is this still the case? Let me know. Because when I switched over, nope. Okay. Where are you watching it? Are you watching on Twitch? Are you watching on Rumble? Like, what's the deal here? It's hard to tell. YouTube's over here yelling at me. Both Twitch and Rumble? Ooh. Back to what we're doing. Playing the game. I am so sorry. It is 10:43 and we wasted a lot of time on this, but I'm trying to reach more of you guys out there. By the way, Mark Scott, thank you for the follow on Kick. That just is amazing. I don't know about the whole Discord thing, but I'll look into that. I haven't done much with that yet. I'll have to look into that. It's on my list of things to do. Oh, hey, controller, wake up. I know. I haven't used you forever. Oh, wait, do I still need to talk to her about something?
Hey, how have you been? Staying out of trouble?
I've already talked to you.
Well, whatever gets you. Things here have been...
Yeah,
well,
things are better. Never be... I'm glad the two of you are getting along. Oh, I must have exited by accident. I hope you apologize to him. You're both pretty stubborn. I'm glad the two of you are getting along.
Yeah, we're much better as a team, even if it is a cautiously engaged one.
It's okay.
In fact, speaking of Davis, I have to confess, I'm a little worried about him.
How so?
In analyzing the recent data, I've isolated readings suggesting that someone is making patrols far more often than in the recent past.
Okay.
I don't have any direct evidence, but I know it's Davis. It's gotta be. I'm worried that everything I've inadvertently put him through is kinda, I don't know, pushed him over the edge, or at least a little too close to it.
He's just doing his job. If you were really worried, you would go talk to him. Maybe this is unrelated. That can come off condescending. He's just doing his job.
No, he's not. He's out there at least 4.5 times as frequently.
Oh.
There's something else going on.
Oh, okay.
I'm better with statistics and circuits than I am with people. I've already made a mess of this situation. Do you think you could go speak to him? If nothing else, it would ease my conscience.
Yeah, we could do that. Plus, if he's dealing with some stuff, I could be the extra muscle he needs. Drop it in Mandalorian style! Woo!
Bailey's on thin ice. One more mistake and she's out of a job.
Really? Dang, David, you don't mess around.
Oh, brother.
Why is it every time I see your face, I bet a headache's gonna follow shortly after?
I've heard that phrase before from some people. Davis, I'm hurt. I get that a lot. You might want to see a doctor. Oh, Bethesda. When I rate you, you're getting the highest marks I can with dialogue. I'm telling you. Oh, God, these are all so good. Oh, man, I want to do them all. Davis, I'm hurt.
Mm-hmm. All broken up about it, I'm sure. So what can I do for you?
Oh, dude. Keoni thinks you're spending too much control. We're worried about how much time you're spending outside the walls. If you're looking to get yourself killed, there's easier way than letting the Asta do it. No. We're not doing that. We're worried about how much time you're spending outside the walls. The first one would come across as overbearing. We'll go with that one.
I don't know whether I should be reassured that someone cares or creeped out that someone's watching me that closely.
Yeah, I get you.
That woman, I swear, even though we've smoothed over most of the rough spots, she still manages to strike a nerve without even trying.
If you need help, you can just ask. Tell me what's going on out there. Keoni's not doing anything to sabotage your work. If you need help, you can just ask.
Maybe I do.
Okay.
Maybe I don't.
Okay.
Not sure yet.
Okay.
When we were out there and we found that robot, obviously that threw me for a loop.
Obviously.
Still can't believe one of my own people will pull a stunt like that, endangering us all.
Right?
But the more I thought about it, that whole episode doesn't account for some of the tracks I saw out there.
Okay.
Too large, too spread out.
Really? You think some other creatures out there? You say yourself, it was a real shock. Maybe that's what it is. No, first one.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
Okay.
If there's a bigger Asta out there, something meaner than what we've seen so far, I have to know.
I'll back you up.
I tell you what, if you and Keoni are worried, why don't you just come with me then?
Okay.
Either I get an extra gun in the fight, or you get to laugh at the old man and say, I told you so.
Davis, I got
I'll
you.
give you a chance to gear up if you need it.
Nah, I'm good.
And maybe grab the biggest gun you got.
I got
just in
several.
case.
I have several. I actually have an Asta gun. It says Asta. Just blow them away. Let's go. I'm geared up. Let's get out there.
All right. You know, Keoni showed me her data. She's a clever kid.
Okay.
She's got a lot of things figured out. I think we can make some real improvements in the future.
Oh, wow.
She had a couple sets of data that she thought were erroneous or something. But it seems to me it might not be.
Really?
Bigger, faster, Asta sounds like it matches up with the tracks I've seen.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I'm hoping she's right and it's just a glitch. No need to tell her I said that. All right, here we are. Let's head.
Let me load up here. And coachman. Yeah, we're loaded for bear, my bro. We got this.
I remember a story from the first time I was here on Akila. I had totally forgotten about it till recently. Every so often, we get independent types who think that they can succeed where everyone else has failed.
Yeah.
Some of them stride off into the wilderness, certain that they're going to make more credits than anyone in history. Mining, botany stuff, whatever. Warnings just don't get through to them.
Yeah. I
Most
get
of
you.
them don't come back.
Yeah.
But this one time, miner from some corporation or other, he drags himself back into the city bloody and half dead.
Yeah.
Claimed he seen an Asta big as a house out there.
Really?
Older guys all said he was delirious, Me? Well, I was new as anything and just listened to him.
Yeah.
Now, though, I'm wondering if maybe it wasn't just blood loss and heat stroke. Maybe he really did see something. Maybe I should have come out here a long time ago.
Oh.
That's gotta be it.
Where?
No matter what happens, you make it back to the city and tell them about this. You hear me?
Nah, I got you. Don't worry.
I believe the enemy is nearby. There are no more
And
enemies
done.
remaining.
Look at that body.
If we didn't have proof, nobody would believe us about the Alpha. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think we were gonna make it through that.
Dude, I took
If
on
you hadn't been
Terramorphs.
with me, no way I'd be standing right now.
Well, I'm glad to hear for you, Davis. That was fun. Let's do it again. I hope this puts your mind at ease.
You are something else, you know that?
Yeah, I know.
We got out alive this one time. That's good. But this ain't gonna be the last time we have to deal with this.
Yeah.
Now that we know these things are out here, we need to track them and keep them out of populated areas.
Yep.
And that plan is gonna need everybody. So, I'm gonna swallow my pride a bit here and ask you to go tell Keoni what we found. Let her know that her data wasn't an error and that she needs to focus on it.
Okay. Don't want my lights in the back are off, but we'll figure out in a moment. I don't want to leave you out here. I'll get word immediately. You're just avoiding, aren't you? I don't want to leave you out here.
Oh, don't worry about me.
I am worried
Thanks
about you.
again for saving my ass.
Well, you know. I'll talk to you, Ernie, but I want you back behind those walls, dude. I don't have any more of those beastie things are out here. Turn off the light. I like the flashlight. That's cool. Oh man, that looks good with the way they've done the mist and stuff. They got the atmosphere down for some of this stuff.
You're handy to have around.
You should see how I handle some Terramorphs. Helps having best gun in the West. Wow, that looks really nice. Look at the lighting on that. Bethesda.
Davis should be more careful. The data shows the Asta are more active. So, what happened?
Davis and I found a new kind of Asta and killed it. Your data wasn't mistaken. It helped us find a new kind of Asta. Davis said that your help was critical in keeping Akila safe from a new Asta threat. We'll do the third one.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
There's
he
no
did.
way Davis would say that, even if it's true.
He did.
But it is true, isn't it? My data was accurate. You know, I was really hitting a point where I was starting to think maybe this was all a mistake. That I stuck my nose
Nope.
into something I shouldn't have.
Nope.
Davis
good.
was so certain they had everything under control that they didn't want or need my help. But they did, didn't they?
They did. Better not let it go to your head. You know your worth. Don't tell. Don't let anyone else tell you. Otherwise, no time to pat yourself on the back. You gotta get to work.
Don't worry. I am sufficiently humbled. Well, for now. I need to get to work on this immediately.
Okay.
But while I've been sitting around, I whipped up a little something for you.
Okay.
I thought it was funny. Now that I'm giving it to you, I'm hoping it's not in really poor taste. Anyway, thank you. Again.
Mm-hmm. Whoa! What? Would you give me some legendary weapon? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on now. What'd you give me? Despondent assassin? What was she doing carrying that around? What? And this, folks, is why you do side quests. How much stronger is it than my other one? There it is. Wow, yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna go sell some weapons. Lighten the load. That was quite impressive. See? That's why you do side quests. So what we got left? The boot! Superfan, loose ends. That's not happening. Tree, we can finish that later. Light in the darkness, SSN. Back to the grind moment. See, you heard about job advertisement? Activities. Deep cover, what's this? Something about Crimson Fleet deep cover? Alright, we're doing the boot. That's happening. That's a thing. Because that's just the way I roll in this game. I'm a bounty hunter.
Sure, Laredo makes some good guns, but if you want a range of outlaws,
Let's see what you got.
Don't make me regret this.
I won't make you regret. Calm down. Okay. Let's see if we can sell some stuff, because I got more than I need. No, we'll get rid of that. I don't need 2 cutters. Yeah, we can get rid of that one. We can get rid of this. And we'll get rid of the nut. Okay. I think we can get rid of this one. You don't have what I need. Do you have the... Alright, I think we're good with her. We got a boot to take care of. Is there a medical place around here? It's a general store. I probably should hit the cockpit button. Dang it. I wonder if Vasco's still trapped, considering he's been following me around. I love my cowboy hat, though. Eating, Andrea.
Yes, you need me? Your investigation with the Freestar Rangers has come to an end. Are you satisfied with the results?
It's a bad scene all around. No one should be satisfied. Any situation I can walk away from, you know how it goes. It's behind me. That's all that matters. Let's discuss this with that. Let's go with the first one.
I suppose not. This Ron Hope, supposedly a man of the people, was more concerned with profit than lives.
Unfortunately.
He was not the first, and certainly will not be the last.
Yeah. Money can bring out the worst in people. He thought was necessary. You got to respect him for taking the initiative. You're surprised by him? We'll do the second.
At least he will no longer be able to prey on others. I am unsure that death was preferable to justice. But at least the situation is over. And there is no question who was to blame.
I tried to go the non-violent route, and he didn't have to die. That was his choice. I didn't want this, but he gave me no choice.
No, he did not. A very poor decision on his part.
Indeed.
Perhaps a lesson to be learned by others who would break the law. At least while you serve as Ranger.
It'd be an honor to wear this badge. Ranger lucky to have me. Imagine what I can get away with now that I'm a Ranger. Oh, jeez. It's over and done with. Let's move on.
I agree.
Yes, they're
Though
lucky to have me.
perhaps you should not share that sentiment with them.
Oh, of course not. It's
True
just
as
me
it
and you.
may be, it does not sound very humble.
But it's true.
Shall we find some other adventure to occupy us now?
Yes, the boot. The boot, Andrea. The boot. Was your meal good? Looked like you had pork chop or something. You know, wish she had a different outfit. Oh my god, she's got another one. Just popped out of nowhere. It's just like, boop, I have a cooked meat. That's most impressive, Andrea. Where were you hiding that? Wow, Akila looks pretty cool from here. I haven't seen it in the daytime. Yep. Got my sunroof open. Let's take off. We got a boot to take care of. A cursed boot. Alright. Hull damage. Guess it'll take a moment to repair. There we go. Oh, that was the shield. Interesting. RS. It's thrusters. It says RS to repair. Do you need to just hold it? Doesn't look like it. Let me try doing this. Why is it not repairing the hull? Huh. Alright, well, we're gonna have to clearly, I guess I need to land and repair my ship because the ship is not repairing. I don't know what that's about. I'm sorry. I'm not going into this boot situation and run into people and then my ship blow up. That's not gonna be good. Alright. Get back to talk to him real quick. There he is.
Anything I can help? Got anything you need to offload?
Yeah, I need to
Okay,
repair.
sure. We'll take care of any holes, broken seals, that kind of thing.
Thanks. I should take care of it.
Watch it.
Get that cockpit. Got 3 viewers on Kick. Hey guys. Welcome. We have a cursed boot that we need to dispose of. It's quite odd. Don't know where I need to go though. Let's see here. Where am I going? What planet? Oh, over here? Woof. Weird. Okay. I'm going to the den. The wolf den? What? What am I getting myself into? Maybe I was gonna repair my ship? Oh, yeah. Oh! Oh! Grab drive has been. Okay, so we're going to that. Okay. Oh, hail the den.
The Den responding to hail. You are cleared to dock. Welcome to UC Space.
Okay. Don't want to run headlong into it. They'd be like, "What the heck are you doing?" I don't think I've had that happen yet. That wasted opportunity. They should have had to that end. Looks bored. Give them the boot. Nah. All right.
Taking a look at your file. Bounty hunter.
Hey, newbie. It's a nice set of boots you got there. They for sale? I'll give you, say, 500 credits for them. They'd look better on me anyway.
Trust me, you don't want these boots.
I don't know. Looks like they're perfect. Sturdy, polished, and just my size. But fine. If you don't want to sell, it's your loss.
Trust me, you do not want those boots. They're cursed.
I should be grateful that things are so quiet.
Let's see, we will get to the cockpit. And we are going to undock. And let's see, what else are we gonna do? We gotta go back to the start map, I guess. Whoops, wrong one. Start map. And go back to Alpha Centauri. And we go back to Antonio. The residential district. We're doing great. Alright, where am I going? Antonio! Yeah, what? Am I not in the right? Did I go to the wrong spot? Yeah, I must have.
Personally, all this stuff is legit.
I delivered the boots to the den.
Yes, you did. You know how I know? The rain cloud over your head is all but gone. Here,
Okay.
for your hard work. With a Lady Locke back on my side, I expect the business to be less bust and more boom. And let us never speak of those accursed boots ever again.
Hey, what
I
you
got
got?
contacts all over.
what
Stop,
you got.
take your time.
Let's see, do we have anything we could sell? Ooh, you got any ammo? Ooh, that's a good idea. Buy all.
Watch your back out there.
Thanks, bud. Let's see, how we doing? Got a lot of rounds for this sucker. 846. That's what I'm talking about. Still don't have rounds for that thing. Jeez. Pretty good on that one. So I think we need to set some of these back up to my personal stuff here. Let's see. Deadly Despondent. Is it the favorite? think we're gonna put that here because it has pretty good firepower. We got range and we have rounds. Because other things, they don't hold much. Other than this sucker. Alright. So what else we got missions wise? We're just taking care of everything here. Let's go talk to this guy, get that one done. Alright, here we go. This is the guy. What you got? Hey, what you got about this tree?
You again.
Yes.
Are you willing to help me now?
Sure.
Look, I have a lot of work to do here.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on.
Dude,
if
that's
you can
so
actually
rude.
assist me, however, I would appreciate it.
Okay, let's do
I
it.
don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but
Okay.
it seems an exception is necessary.
Okay.
Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me?
Love that.
Well, that's... Thank you. That's unexpected.
Okay.
There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information.
Gotcha.
They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings.
Gotcha.
If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
Guess what? Bethesda has... Oh my gosh, really? Bethesda has granted me the power to run around. There they have it. That was not too bad, actually. Let's see. Tick. Okay, -2. Now... Okay, got that one. New Atlantis West End. New location. I haven't been over here? Huh. 'Cause I haven't been over here. Who's this person?
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me?
I'm looking for the biosensors, not eggs.
Okay, well, if I see any of those, I'll tell you. And you can tell me if you find any eggs. Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits.
Wait a minute, what? What the heck just happened? Get sensor from Win Sing? Oh, jeez. I'll take on Terramores. Terramores! Talk to her.
I'm afraid, due to recent legislative action, I'm no longer able to allocate ships. I can, however, deal in general goods. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now,
Okay.
before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon.
What? What kind of shop you running that you got problems like that? I'd like to see what you have. You bought an egg from a kid recently. I need it.
Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found. Trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why, what is it?
It's sensitive scientific equipment. It's very important. It's something to talk about. It's very busy. Go with the first one.
Oh, really? Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we?
Sure.
Pleasure doing business with you.
What else you got for sale?
Oh, well, certainly.
Anything good? You got any? No. You got any ammo? Anything I like? You got some of that. I like that. Got some of that? I like that. Still no 40s. Really? Maybe some of that. Thanks.
Right. Come back if you need something else.
Alright. I think I got everything. Let's see. There's the man, the myth, the legend. The egg finder.
Any luck tracking down those sensors? I really do need that additional data.
I got all your sensors right here.
So you do. Wonderful.
Yes.
I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us.
Okay.
All right. We'll just upload the data. Give it a moment. And just another moment.
Okay.
It is working, isn't it?
Don't ask me. It's your stuff. Why are you
there
asking
it is.
me?
Relief.
Well, at least I didn't have to go sleep for 24 hours.
Now, let's see. This is... Well, it's... Oh my.
What? What's wrong, Kelton?
Well, there's good news and bad news.
Okay.
The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree.
Okay.
I will report my findings to Mast immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once.
Glad your concerns were validated. That doesn't sound like good news.
Well, from a certain point of view. In an admittedly somewhat selfish manner. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing.
Okay.
In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength. This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be disastrous.
Yeah.
I must consult with my colleagues in Mast at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation.
Gotcha. Alright. Looking good. We're just knocking these suckers out. Talk with Sarah Morgan? I guess we can go do that real quick. Oh, I've been on fire before. You hit landmines in this game and you're on fire. I have a couple shorts on that. It's hilarious. You should definitely check out my YouTube video shorts on this.
What?
I
Let me tell you.
appreciate what you're doing, Walter. But honestly, let's get a second opinion, shall we?
About what?
Walter and I were just discussing the expenses incurred during the attack.
Okay.
No, I was explaining that there's nothing to discuss. It's been taken care of.
Okay.
It seems that Walter has taken it upon himself to cover the costs of the repairs to both the lodge and the Eye.
Isn't he the
as well
financier?
as any expenses relating to the funeral services.
Well, I'm sure he feels
Sam
responsible.
was a good man.
Yeah, he was.
It's the least I could do.
Yeah. Thank you, Walter. That was kind of you. I'm sure he would appreciate what you've done for him. Spending all the credits in the universe won't make him losing them. I don't want to talk about it. No, we're not going to do those two. Go with the first one. Do the second one, yeah.
None of us would be here without the others.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We're all incredibly indebted to one another.
Yes.
I can't thank you enough, Walter.
Sarah, I know we argue about money all the time. Most of it is in jest, but occasionally it's not. This is the one way I can best contribute to our work. It has been, and continues to be, an honor to do so. And when this is all over, we can go back to squabbling about minor expenses. But it was important to me that I do this.
Fair enough.
Cool.
Well, since we're already talking about this, there is one more thing I'd like to do for Sam.
Okay.
And I'd like to get your opinion.
All right.
Nothing extravagant. Just a small plaque here in the lodge.
Okay.
Something to remember them by. Where do you think would be appropriate?
Okay. Right in the center. It should be in the garden. The bar would be the best place. Doesn't matter where it goes. He was in the garden when I met him. Centers where we did the thing. How about the garden?
I hadn't thought of that. That's a nice idea. Any objections, Walter?
No, I think this is a fine idea.
Okay.
Then it's settled. I'm glad we had this discussion.
Yep.
And now, perhaps we can try and move on.
Yes. I think that's right.
Okay, you don't really move on, but... Do you have anything else to talk about?
Forgive me for pulling you aside again. But, well, there's so much to process right now. The emissary, the hunter, the unity, an entire multiverse.
In the fire.
I can't even begin to wrap my head around it all.
Take a breath, talk to me. I agree there's a lot of pieces of this puzzle. I feel exactly the same, overwhelmed. Do the first one. Take a breath.
I don't know where to begin. The fact that we are the origin of the Starborn. Humans literally reborn by entering the Unity. The same, yet different. It's unbelievable. I feel like most of the knowledge we've amassed in the last few centuries about the universe has just been made obsolete.
Yes and no. Knowledge is what got us to this point in the first place. I wouldn't say it's completely obsolete. It's exciting to be alive. What kind of knowledge is being rendered obsolete? I wouldn't say it's completely obsolete.
Perhaps I'm overreacting, but you can't deny there will be more than a few textbook chapters that need to be rewritten. We've been pushing further and further outwards from our home, when we should have spent more time being prepared for the consequences. Our current problem relates closely to the nature of humans as a species. This rushed curiosity has led us to enter the Unity and become Starborn.
I don't think it would have made a difference. Human nature is definitely at fault here. Isn't the curiosity of the tenets of the constellation? I don't think it would have made a difference.
But it has made a difference. Here we are, caught in the middle of some sort of needlessly violent crusade between the hunter and the emissary. You'd think that a technologically advanced society would have evolved past petty squabbling over something like the artifacts. It almost makes me wonder if entering the Unity has done them more harm than good.
I suspect this is your way of telling me I shouldn't enter the Unity. If you're trying to make a point, then just make it already. We should learn more about the Starborn before passing judgment on them. So you think the artifacts are primarily the reason the Starborn revealed themselves to us? Let's do the third.
Yes, I agree, but not at the expense of erasing our own existence.
Oh, of course not.
When you pass into whatever lies beyond, we don't know what will become of you. Will you remember your life as you knew it? Will the hunger to collect the artifacts consume your life like it's clearly consumed the Starborn?
I will have to find out what's on the other side. This is surprising for someone who lives and breathes for exploration. I don't know why you've pushed me this far, but now you're trying to talk me on the final hurdle. You would let those questions stop you from entering the Unity? These seem kind of mean. I don't know if I'd be like that. have to find out what's on the other side.
This silence is... I'm just as curious to find out what's on the other side as well. But that's not the point. As the chair of Constellation, I want all of us to have this opportunity to explore the Unity. It would be the pinnacle exploration of our lives. However, after we enter the Unity, we'll likely evolve. You and I, as we stand here right now, will essentially cease to exist. You're a respected colleague, and I wouldn't want to lose you.
I'm sorry, Sarah, this is something I have to do. If you're really a colleague, then you have to trust that I'll make the right decision. Let me go, Sarah. What makes you think you'll be losing me?
I'm not sure. I'm guessing based on what we've learned. Even if I accompany you into the Unity, the question still remains. Would we know each other anymore? Even if we did, would we care? Part of what I do as chair of Constellation is weigh the costs of our expeditions.
Yes.
And this one, the cost is extremely high.
If you're really a colleague, you'll have to trust I'll make the right decision.
Yes, of course. Of course. Listen. I realize nothing that I say is ever going to change your mind or diminish the enticement of this incredible opportunity.
Of course.
All I ask is that you research the facts before you blindly stumble off into the unknown.
Oh, that's a given. I will, I promise. Maybe it would make you feel better if we enter the Unity together. You know me, I'm the cautious one around here.
I don't know if I'm ready to make that leap, but knowing we'd be doing it hand in hand would certainly make it more comforting.
Yes.
Well, I suppose I've ruined the moment again, haven't I?
Yes, you have, Sarah. You're very good at that.
Getting quite good at that lately. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Just think what we discussed.
Saving the universe.
I know I will. When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Oh, okay. There's more?
Ron Hope was a real piece of work, wasn't he?
Oh, yes! He was a despicable person. I actually felt for the bad guy. I haven't had a second thought. Let's look at today.
Despicable is too kind a word.
Yes.
He held innocent people with little regard, treating their lives like numbers on a balance sheet.
Yep.
It's an absolute disgrace.
Yep. Ron Hope had a lot on his shoulders. I'm glad, sir. What do you mean? Couldn't agree more.
I'm relieved to hear you say that.
Well,
Letting him off the hook would have been a terrible injustice.
Well, I wasn't going to let him off the hook. Taking a bribe to overlook his crimes would have been a horrible thing to do. It's a shame that well-meaning livelihoods of hundreds of Hope Tech employees are in jeopardy. Not honestly, it wasn't. No. Given what I've done, I'm frankly surprised that you approve. We'll do the second.
While that's true, it certainly doesn't excuse the blood that he has on his hands.
Oh, yeah. If I learned anything from this, it's money isn't everything. I still wonder if I made a mistake. I only hope those folks who are going to lose their jobs at Hope Tech will understand.
Some of them will, and some of them won't. What happens to them isn't your fault.
It's
Ron's.
Ron Hope's. It's Ron's. Yeah,
well,
I know.
I think I've lectured you enough.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for taking the time to listen to me.
You got anything else?
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course.
Good Lord, she's just laying it on me. Yes, what else you got to say, Sarah?
Remember our last conversation? When you told me the artifacts made you feel like you were being pulled across the entire galaxy.
Yes?
Well, it got me thinking. So I dove into our archives and started looking through Constellation's older journal entries.
Yes?
Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described doesn't mean the same might have been true for my predecessor.
Okay. You never mentioned your predecessor before. Were any of the old journals entry helpful?
Unfortunately, no. Other than you and Barrett, there were no records of direct encounters with the artifacts.
Okay.
I have to admit, though, I did get more than a bit sidetracked reminiscing about old times.
I can see that. You never mentioned your predecessor before me.
Really? I'm surprised that I haven't.
No.
After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories of my time spent with Aja just started flooding back.
Okay. Aja?
Aja Mamasa.
Okay.
She was the youngest member of Constellation when it was founded.
Oh.
Only took her 15 years to reach chair.
Okay.
Sorry, I sometimes get so caught up in my own bubble, I forget that I wasn't the first.
Keep talking like that, I might get jealous. Aja must have been quite a amazing person. I feel like you're making some good memories of your own.
Oh yes, absolutely. I didn't mean to compare. Those were just... oh, I don't know. Different times.
Of course.
Aja was the one that taught me the ropes at Constellation and took me under her wing as her protege.
Okay. So we got American Patriot. Thanks for the follow. I do appreciate that. And of course, you know, Mark. Maybe I'll just try keeping an eye on the rookie. The rookie being paired with the chair sounds awfully familiar.
Hey, so I pinched a few ideas from my old boss. Can you blame me?
No.
At any rate, we logged quite a few discoveries together, but it was the actual journey that I cherished the most.
Is it? I can relate to that. I find the journey boring. No. Did you discover anything I might have heard about?
We catalogued unusual stellar phenomena, a few habitable worlds, and some unique life forms, but nothing SSNN would bother to report.
Gotcha. I can relate to that.
Exactly. For me, it was all about the quieter moments.
Okay.
There was nothing quite like sitting back and watching space bend while listening to Aja spin vivid stories to fill the time. Oh, I find that sort of cozy isolation the best way to really get to know someone.
Gotcha. So I've noticed. I take it I'm the protege on this journey. That's good to know since I'm going for your position. Really? Cozy isolation? I take it I'm the protege on this.
At this point, I'd say you've graduated from protege and moved up the ladder. A bit. You know, all this talk about Aja reminds me that my time with her was a gift. I miss her dearly.
I'm sure. Oh, is she dead? Sounds like you two were in love. At least she left a vacancy for you to fill as a chair. Oh, is she dead?
No, she retired. Living on Porima 2 now, I think.
Gotcha.
Come to think of it, if we're ever out that far, perhaps we could pay her a visit, and I could make proper introductions.
I'll do the best I can to make journeys just as pleasant. I don't know, it sounds like a tough act to follow. Hopefully I'm a substitute for the substitute. Are you sure visiting Aja would be such a good idea?
Well, I don't expect you to be a carbon copy of Aja.
Why not?
Just be yourself.
Okay.
You see, it's clear that we share the same hunger to discover what's out there. And that, well, that's what intrigues me about you.
Is my hunger? I'm so hungry. Oh, there's a flirt option. Okay. Well, we certainly have me all figured out. If you're wrong, I hope you won't be disappointed. Flirt. I'd like to discover more about what we have right here. Let's go.
I don't know if I deserve to be that close to anyone right now.
You know,
if you
Sam
knew
died.
about the things that I've done, the way my life's unfolded, I think your opinion of me might change.
You mean
Please,
compared to Andrea?
Give me some time.
She was an assassin.
I have to go.
Oh, sure. Okay. Awkward. She wasn't ready for that. All right, what we got? We're just knocking these things out. Let's see. Fine, we'll get her taken care of. We're just gonna knock it all out tonight, man. Just get it done. Not gonna mess around. These are short little things. Excuse me! Excuse me! Man with a broke leg coming through. Or I have some type of injury.
Welcome to Reliant Medical. If you're injured or sick, we can almost certainly assist you. Welcome to Reliant. If you're in need of medical assistance or require supplies, I am sure we can accommodate you.
I thought you fixed this, Bethesda. I'm talking to the back of this man's head. I need help, Doc. You're turned around.
All right, what can I do for you? You're a little banged
over
up,
here,
but
my
it's
legs.
absolutely treatable.
Oh, okay. Heal my wounds.
Let's get these wounds closed up and get you on the road to recovery. Everything looks good.
I have to say, the fact you could do that while not facing me, I am very impressed. I didn't even feel anything.
Well, you've certainly come to the right place.
All right, let's clean you out. What do you got? Med pack. Okay, we'll take that. What else we got? Trauma packs. Some of that. Anything else you got? I'm just gonna take it all, you know. Box. All right, that clears them out.
Take care of yourself.
Well, I'm glad I could bother you. Really?
You can't go in. You just can't.
If you've seen something interesting, let me know. If it pans out into a full story, you'll be compensated. Welcome to SSNN, where the news never sleeps.
Do I
If
have
you're part of the
stories to
David
sell
Barron
you?
fan club, try not to inflate his ego too much. He's liable to burst.
Whoa. I really like David Barron. David likes a vain
Maybe get you a
ego.
ticket to a speaking gig.
Nice to meet you too. What's your problem with David Barron? We'll do the second one.
Sounds like you know him personally. Let's take a look at you.
Yes.
You're not from around here.
Nope.
My guess is you work, really work, for a living.
You could say that.
I bet you have a story or two.
Girl!
I have a feeling about such things.
You think? Actually, your intern asked me to do an interview. My life's gotten really weird and really interesting lately. That's an understatement. I'm always eager to help the press. I've always wanted to be famous.
Sounds like an old pickup line. But it really has, hasn't it?
You have no idea.
I'm interested only in primary sources.
Yes.
So things you've seen and or done that are newsworthy. No hearsay. So, what do you got for me?
How many? Oh, look. They're all on there, dude. All on there. Look at, oh my God. Look at the amount of nonsense I have to tell this woman. I have the inside story on the death of Ron Hope. Crimson Fleet attacked Argus mining Victoria. Captain Petrol's ship, the Scout, was robbed. I have information about Gal Bank. And I was at the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis. We'll start with the first one.
Really? To say you have my undivided attention is an understatement.
We'll put the arm down.
A lot of people were there.
Write some things down.
The accounts we've got were chaotic. What was your role in that?
I personally took out the Terramorphs and pretty much saved the day. Together with UC Security, we managed to put those killing machines down. I'm in the UC Vanguard and was investigating the recent Terramorph activity.
Wait. I heard someone from Constellation was involved.
Yes.
That was you? Oh, this is great. Like, embarrassingly important award-winning great.
Mm-hmm.
The whole city is still on edge over the attack.
Mm-hmm.
We were fortunate, damn fortunate, that casualties were so low.
Yep.
What was it like in the thick of things?
Terrifying. It takes a lot of firepower to take out a Terramorph. I just focused on protecting the civilians and staying alive. I didn't have time to think. I felt alive when everything is on the line. Every moment seems like a gift. Was not terrifying. I just focused on protecting the civilians, staying alive. I didn't have time to think. I had time to think. We'll do the third one.
You never know quite how precious life is until it's under threat.
Yep.
It sounds like New Atlantis, heck, the whole UC, owes you a great debt.
Dang straight.
Any closing comments? I already have a good story here.
I can't sleep at night because who knows when the Terramorphs will attack again. Everyone needs to know the man behind it is Valvic. No, I can't say that. The Terramorph management division has been created to make sure it never happens again.
That's a mouthful. A thankful you guys are around mouthful. Hey, Constellation? From all of us that live here, thanks.
Oh,
We
sure.
use the word hero a lot in news, but you really are one.
Hey, I got more stuff to tell you about.
Get paid, I spread the news. It's a classic win-win.
Galbank.
You certainly get around. I'm surprised that branch has any customers left, the number of times it's been held up.
Oh my god, really?
I thought the Rangers had finally managed to get a handle on it. I heard there was a standoff. That true?
There was a standoff, all right. First time there, too. Welcome to Kill. Don't mind the robbery. I can't believe the bank was hit more than once.
I hear the robbers are provided free of charge. All part of the service. What happened to the robbers? The Shaw gang?
The marshal made sure they were all taken permanently. I mopped up the robbers. No survivors?
Wait, what? You cleaned them out?
Yes.
Jesus. I'm sorry, but I might have to dig up some witnesses to confirm that.
You can.
Anyway, these things are often messy. Any customers or Galbank staff get hurt?
Thankfully, there was no casualties, not even any injuries I know of.
That's really good news. Usually, well, it's a different kind of story.
Indeed.
You were there. You were involved in resolving it.
Yep.
Any comment on the Freestar Rangers? Having another high-profile robbery in their own backyard is a bit of a black eye.
Desperate people do desperate things. The Rangers kept it from turning into a massacre.
Huh. That's really good to know. Stories like this always fire up public outrage and appetite. Thanks for the interview. And take this.
I got more.
If you have a new story for me, I'm very happy to pay your fee.
Captain Petro's ship, the Skull, was robbed.
I already interviewed an ex-pirate about the robbery. But she was as reliable as good coffee around here.
Yep.
So you were there when it went down? What were you doing there?
I was making a delivery. It's about right.
Why do I get the feeling you're often in that situation?
Yes.
Tell me about this Captain Petrov. I've heard he was a bit of an eccentric. What was your impression of him? You did meet him before he died?
Petrov was a hoarder and liked to collect anything strange or unusual.
I would have loved to have seen it. I'm sure it would make a good story right there. No one seems to know exactly what was stolen, but everyone agrees it was valuable. Care to shed some light on it?
It was an unusual artifact of some planet. Beats me, I got out of there as quick as I could.
I don't blame you. Last question. About, and I'm quoting, a zoo gone wild. The other source swore up and down that alien creatures got out of their cages and went on a rampage. Please, please, please tell me she was telling the truth. It's got to be some Aurora-induced hallucination.
It's 100% correct.
Some days, it is worth it to get out of bed. I love it. This is just a plain old good story. Check the newsfeed for it later.
Okay.
And here's your payment.
All right. Hey, I got more stories of my
Here to report
escapades.
anything else?
Sure. Crimson Fleet attack Argos.
Looks like some Crimson Fleet brainiac figured out it's easier to hit stationary targets than dogfighting in the field. And you are an eyewitness with the courtesy to find us instead of being chased down. Refreshing. So what were the pirates doing there? It's not their usual MO.
Constellation commissioned the dig. The Crimson Fleet wanted the proceeds. I have no idea. They were mining.
Bad blood between the fabled Constellation and the Crimson Fleet? Has all the markings of what we in the SSNN call a story. So what's your role in all this? Part of a tour group?
I'd rather keep my name at I ran the whole dig. No, I was one of the miners. I worked for Argos, now I'm with Constellation.
Wow, an actual member of Constellation graces my office.
Yes.
Do we bow? Maybe smoke a pipe?
No.
So we've covered the basics. How about any harrowing tales of daring do? How'd a bunch of miners triumph?
I took point on defense with my handy mining laser. I killed a whole lot of them single-handedly. The mining crew banded together and fought them off with mining lasers. We helped Barrett, a member of Constellation, as Robot Vasco.
How heartwarming. Constellation banding together with some dusty miners. I like it. This is a good local story. Plucky miners band together and punch above their weight.
Yep.
If you ever get more stories like this, drop by.
Dude, I got so many stories.
Take this to cover any incidentals, or other creative ways to pad out an expense report.
Dude, I'm just making mad money.
You have another story for me?
Sure. I have the inside story on Death of Ron Hope.
What a sordid mess. We've got some other sources we've been interviewing, but I'd love to get your take on the record. So there was a mercenary company, the First, and they were involved in taking farmlands from Freestar Collective families.
Yes.
Extortion, death threats, murder, all of it. Is that right?
Who's the other source? Hope Tech foreman Burke, right?
Not going to say. I will never,
ever give
up my source.
Yeah.
If anybody asks about you, they get the same answer.
Gotcha. What they did was unforgivable.
I genuinely don't know how people like that can live with themselves. So all of that? Terrible. But Ron Hope, the Ron Hope, was involved with it at the highest level.
Yep.
All of that suffering was a plot to save Hope Tech from going under using the side effects of a fertilizer he developed. Let me be blunt. The other sources say you killed Ron Hope. Is that correct?
I only killed Ron Hope he tried bribing me and worse. He wanted to cover up the whole thing. I couldn't let that stand. I'm a ranger. I was just doing my job.
And all that money didn't help in the end.
Nope.
After all of that, the future of Hope Tech is an open question.
Yep.
Their stock has already taken a beating. Not sure if it's going to go into freefall. Any comment?
Who knows what other scandals have involved? There should be a thorough. Despite what Rob Hope did, Hope Tech is a great company. I know it'll weather the storm. As a ranger, worrying about his employees is my job.
For what it's worth, I'm rooting for them too. Thanks. If you listen to the news, you'll definitely hear this.
Yep.
And, maybe try not to ice any more CEOs. Just a thought. You have that look in your eye. What's the scoop?
What stories you working on right now?
I'm working on an investigative piece about some of the businesses in the well right now. Trying to get a handle on how things are in that part of the city. I'm not sure the story will get off the ground, though. I asked the higher-ups if I could go down there for some interviews, but they said it's too dangerous.
Is it?
They'd probably be all for it if David asked.
Really? I'd be willing to do the interviews for you. Tough luck. I think anyone... You think anyone would be really... No.
I wouldn't be writing it if I didn't.
Yeah.
Most people in New Atlantis like to pretend the well doesn't exist.
Exactly.
I think it's important to call attention to what's going on down there.
Okay. Extra side quest. Dang it. I'll be willing to do an interview.
Would you
for
really?
You. Yeah.
I'd owe you big time if you did.
Captain Magus
You've
will
been
make
a
it
huge
happen.
help on my other stories. I'm sure you'd do great.
Yep. Consider done.
Great. I had 3 interviewees in mind. Teresa Mason, the owner of Kay's house, Henrik Zoran at Apex Electronics, and Nurse O'Shea from the medbay.
Ooh.
You don't need to ask too many tough questions. I just want to read on how their businesses are doing and how things are in the well. I really can't thank you enough.
Mm-hmm. Dang it. Really? Well, we gotta finish it up. We don't have much left. I mean, really. These are the end of the sources. And this will finish that out. So all that leaves is Superfan. And then Deep Cover. Yeah, we're getting close to the end of the game here, I think.
Welcome to SSNN.
Let's see here. I need to go to missions. Alright.
I can't believe I'm here.
Wow, I got a front row seat. Hi. How are you? I almost got your whole mouth in my face. Yeah, I know you're not here for me. No one wants to know about Captain Magus. Alright, so we got...
I've got limited resources. I try not to turn anyone away just because they're light on credits. We're doing the best we can here. That's all we can ever do.
I'm with SSN. I'd like to ask you some questions about your business for your article.
A journalist? That's a surprise.
Hi.
Most people don't think anything that goes on in the well is worth writing about. I'd be happy to help if I can.
I'd like to know how things are going in the med bays these days. How have things been in the well recently?
Things are always the same in the well. Violent and dangerous. I swear I treat more injuries here than I did when I was a Navy medic.
Oh, wow. How are things going in the med bay?
Things are always rough at the med bay. I'm the closest thing to a doctor that the well has, and I can't treat everyone. The last few weeks have been especially bad. There's some kind of infection going around, and a lot of kids down here are catching it.
Oh, that's not good.
It just breaks my heart to see.
You happy to help you out with that?
Oh, you're sweet to offer. There might be something you can do, if you're willing. Let's chat again when you have some time to spare, all right?
Sounds good. I think that should be enough to go on.
All right, dear. You let me know if there's anything else I can do for you.
Cool. Very nice lady.
I'm going to get my face worked on at enhance.
All right.
Everyone's welcome. No shortage of hungry mouths to feed around here.
I'm with
Keep us on our
SSN.
toes. Absolutely. I'm sure my mom would be proud to have the place featured in an article. What's up?
How are things in the well?
Same as ever. I've lived in the well my whole life, and things have never really changed. The UC government promises to clean the place up every couple years, but there's still just as much crime and poverty as there was when I was a kid. That's why Kay's house is so important. It's the one place people in the well feel safe. Be sure to put that in the article, okay? I'm really proud of it.
So, like, you know, how the business is going lately?
Business is steady, as usual. We don't tolerate violence or disrespect, so a lot of folks like to spend time here. The only thing that's worrying me is a new group of customers I've seen hanging around lately. They've been watching the UC surplus store pretty closely. I have a bad feeling they might be planning something. Kay's house has a reputation as a safe place. I don't want to be associated with that kind of thing.
I'll be happy to look into it for you.
Honestly, I'd really appreciate that. I'd feel terrible if something happened and I hadn't done anything to try to stop it. Why don't you come by when you have some spare time? and we'll talk it out.
Dang it, another side quest. I think that should be enough to go on.
Great. Let me know when the article comes out, will you? I'd like to read it.
Oh, jeez.
It's nice to see a fresh face around here. You stopped. You know why this place has stood for so long. I make sure everyone's comfy. I tell it like it is, and I don't take any shit.
Ha! Really? Your daughter just slid you to the side.
She likes checking in with everyone.
Oh, that's funny. All right, let's see. Next place. Maybe it's in here? Yes.
No lawyer. Can't say I'll have what you need. But you're welcome to look.
I'm with SSN. Questions?
A reporter. Fine, but I'm only talking basics. I don't like people snooping around my business.
Nah, that's fine. How have things been in the well recently?
How the hell do you think? Life's a mess down here. I'm not holding my breath for it to get any better.
I'd like to know how things are going at Apex Electronics.
Door's still open, isn't it? That's my idea of success.
Wow.
Sorry if you were hoping for something more flowery.
I think I have enough to go on.
Great! Now why don't you help me out and buy something? I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
Sure, what you got?
Stocks, happy to make a deal if I can.
I have no use for any of this. I'm sure you could do stuff, but...
Stay safe out there.
I haven't messed with any of those mechanics. So, that was pretty cool doing the back and forth between Davis and Keoni, the scientist. And it was an interesting thing. I could see arguments happening in real life like that, where someone's doing it for generations. You come up with a new idea and they don't want to change. And they're like, you telling me I've been doing it wrong for all these years? And that's not what she's trying to do. But of course, you know, he might not see the ways. And it was interesting how there was a person that sabotaged it. The sensors kind of were validated because there was something out there, and then he appreciated it, and they came together, and it was kind of cool. I like that. And of course, you know, we did some of the extra side missions, talking to Sarah, talking to the tree guy now that I know how to properly do missions and stuff, and starting the other side missions and just ticking them off and whatnot, and experiencing extra story with telling my stories to the SS and reporter, which is pretty cool because I had a lot and I'm just telling her, and she's just like, her mind's just blowing left and right of all the cool stuff I've done. So it was kind of cool to go through and do that like one after another for her. One, because it would have been a pain to have to keep coming back to her to tell her a new story. So it was actually more efficient to do it this way. And I don't think you gain anything different from doing it sooner in that regard. So that was cool. And of course, I'm looking into interviewing some of the people down below. And there's some extra problems that are coming up from that. If you like what you saw, please give me a like and subscribe. We chop these up and put them on YouTube and Rumble. And ultra widescreen, good quality. And of course, if you want to see me live, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday at 9:30 at twitch.tv/gamewithmagus. I'm also streaming on kick.com and rumble.com, Gaming with Magus on those. And of course, make sure to like and follow my other social medias like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, so you know when new stuff's happening, or if you want to reach out to me or suggest a new game. I greatly appreciate it. Until next time, stay adventurous.